PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
What can you threaten black people with that we haven't already lived through before? We already couldn't go to your schools. We already couldn't live in your neighborhood. We already couldn't shop in your store. We already had to sit in the back of the bus. We already filled out your jail. We already had our zip codes redlined. We already had our votes suppressed. We already had our families separated. We already had our men profiled. We already had our women objectified. What you think you gonna do new that's gonna be able to intimidate us? Black people got soundtrack music. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. It is their master plan to make you live in fear so you don't fight back, so you don't lift up your voice, so you don't kick against the prick. Fear is the only weapon that white supremacy has.
Hey, welcome to Estevan TV. I'm at pushgapradio.com.
Live from Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth, Pushgap Radio.
Ooh, girl, you can't hear how Dallas, Fort Worth works. This is Jackie.
What up, y'all? This is Jackie.
Of Shaka Ford 1 and the main event show.
Something like that.
Shaka Ford 1 and the main event with me, D, Jackie up. Heard exclusively on Pushgap Radio. Giving you true scoops.
PushGapRadio.com. We want to be your official Dallas internet station.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. We've been gone a minute, Playboy, but now we back. So let's get into it. Donald Trump, they say he's trying to reverse the segregation laws that are going on here in America that was enforced by the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which was put into place and signed by President Lyndon B. Johnson in 1965. That's not what's happening. Inside of this show, we're going to give you the pros and the cons, the truth and the facts about what's really going on. I myself wouldn't mind being segregated. I think we did a whole hell of a lot better when it was just us. When I was coming along back in the 60s, there were black stores, black restaurants, black barbershops. Now everybody in our community is somebody else. Arabs, Indians, Hispanics, Asians, taking all our money going somewhere else. Saying no money in the hood, but it seems that way to me. When we gonna get another Black Wall Street? And these young niggas running around, shoot them up, bang, bang. We can take them and turn them into soldiers, into warriors for the people, Playboy. But here's what's going on. We about to break it down for you. And the bangingest thing in the game. We breaking down the Trump segregation policies on pushgapradios.com. Check it out.
There's been a lot of headlines basically talking about the Trump administration, for lack of better words, is opening the door for segregation to be fashionable again. Now, recently, through his executive order 11246, he decided that on the federal level, the Equal Opportunity Employment Act that was signed in 1964 by Lyndon B. Johnson, who was the president back then, the Civil Rights Act, says that, okay, segregation on the federal level is outlawed, right? Now, since Trump rescinded that, people are saying, oh my gosh, they're going to start segregating again, which means that we might have to drink from a all black fountain or can't go into a white restaurant or any other facility that is under a federal contract.
Bitch, if you gonna go and segregate us, hurry the fuck up. Did they give us a date when the segregation shit gonna start? Cause bitch, I can go in the house and go pack my bags and get ready to leave right now. Cause bitch, we've been asking to be segregated. They actually think we give a fuck about being segregated. Y'all trying to trick us into getting these streets so y'all can go ahead and declare martial law. No, we will fucking leave. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck about no motherfucking segregation, bitch. We want our own neighborhoods. We want our own cars. We want our own makeup brands. We want our own clothing brands. We want it all. And we got it all. You bitches just stole it and put y'all motherfucking names on it. So, bitch, if you gonna go and segregate us, hurry the fuck up. If you gonna segregate us, hurry the fuck up. We ready to go. We tired of being around y'all. Okay? If you want to segregate us, this is your one chance. You could really do what the fuck you say you're going to do and segregate us. Please segregate us, bitch. The fuck? Segregate us.
Say this shit real quick. The federal government is now encouraging segregation. This is another tactic to get us people out there on them streets so they could do what they need to do. I don't think they have learned yet. This fuck around and find out just really has not hit them yet. They don't get it. Black farmers are doing better than white farmers in Nebraska. Why? Because y'all racist and y'all think that we get handouts and we don't, because the black people really know how to fucking do it from the ground up, and y'all was the one getting the handouts and y'all ain't getting shit. Segregate this motherfucker. Y'all don't even know how to cook with more than black pepper and motherfucking salt. And y'all barely use that. Segregate this motherfucker, because y'all the ones out here wearing bonnets. Segregate this motherfucker, because y'all the one that's on this app talking about box braids came from Vikings. Segregate this motherfucker. Y'all the one on here talking about they not like us. Y'all really are not like us. Segregate this motherfucker. Because honestly, we did better when we was by ourselves. Y'all the one that came and fucked up everything when it was segregated. The difference is that back then, we thought we was missing out on something. Y'all know that fucking viral meme of that man talking about, not the meme, the video of the protester from the civil rights movement talking about he sat down and ate that food and he was like, this is what the fuck we was protesting for? Segregate this motherfucker.
Howdy ho. Yeehaw. Let's read your pregunta. Did you see they are encouraging segregation? Now listen, escuche. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Okay, ho? Listen, I don't want to be around a motherfucker who don't want to be around me, bitch. I don't want to be in spaces where them spaces don't want me in them, bitch. Okay? Listen, I am okay with that. I am 100% pro-segregation, bitch. Where we fucked up is we try to fit in where we don't belong. You understand me? We meant to stand out. And see, back in them 60s and that civil rights shit, bitch, that mingling amongst some bitch, that's where we fucked up, bitch. I don't mind drinking out of a black only water fountain, bitch. I don't want a white water fountain, a white walker, or a white motherfucker around me, bitch. You understand me, ho? So the feelings are absolutely the same, bitch. If you don't want to be around me, bitch, I don't want to be around you times two, bitch. Double it. Spin that block. Double it, ho? I'm okay with that. So, yes, I don't want to be around nobody who don't want to be around me, bitch. That's okay with me. So if you want to go ahead and segregate me, ho, bitch, y'all don't bring nothing to the table anyway. If you do, it's bland, bitch, and unseasoned and nasty, bitch. Tastes like piss. It's pissy. So I'm okay, bitch. I stay on my side of town. The fuck? All you gonna do is come over here and steal it anyway, colonize, okay, ho? Amen. And before I let y'all lint ball bitches go, let me say something else, bitch. The problem was equality, bitch. We wanted equality. Huh? Separate but equal. The equal part is where y'all fucked up at. That's what we wanted. I'm good with separate, okay, ho?
So, yeah, what you think? Would you want to be segregated? Now, when we had Black Wall Street back there in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Greenwood district, when we had segregation back then, despite its oppressive intent, it unintentionally led to certain economic and social benefits for us as black people. Economic self-sufficiency and circulation of wealth. We were doing very well on our own. Entrepreneurial growth. Black entrepreneurs had the opportunity to own businesses without direct competition from white businesses. You know, Mr. Charlie hated black folks, hated niggas. So we had to go shop at Mr. Brown's store. And then one day, Mr. Charlie, realizing he had to feed his family, needed more income. I need to get these darkies down here. So they go to Mr. Brown's store, which, of course, he and his family perhaps lived over the store, dragged him out, probably killed Mr. Brown and burnt down his store. They hate us, but they love our money. You hate the black, but you love the green. We had a strong sense of community and cultural pride back in the day. Educational advancements where we taught our own children. How you going to let your oppressor teach your children? We had our own. We had political and social leadership. You know, segregation forced black communities to develop their own leadership structures with business owners, church leaders, and educators. Those were the role models back then. Now, the downside of the Tulsa massacre back on Black Wall Street, while segregation unintentionally led to economic empowerment in places like Black Wall Street, it also left these communities vulnerable to racial violence. Remember the 1921 Tulsa race massacre, where white mobs destroyed businesses, homes, and killed hundreds of black residents, But because of legal discrimination, black communities lacked state and federal protection, making them targets of racial terror despite their economic success. You see, one of them Asians got jumped and they already got a hate crime bill. See, But now we're going to break down the truth to it for those of you who want to beat us down about voting for Trump. Like I tell people, you got to crack some eggs to make an omelet. You want to build a new road, you got to tear up the old one first. It's going to be some discomfort, but in the end, it's all going to work out. Here's the truth about what's really going on with Trump's segregation policy. Would you want to go back to segregation? Put it down in the comments. Let me know. Check it out.
Toby be good nigga for massa. Don't send Toby away. Toby be good for your hand, boss.
You can stay.
Toby stay. Toby stay. Toby be good now. Toby be real good.
Now they trying to hit me with I bet you look stupid now for voting for Donald Trump. He's bringing back segregation. First off, segregation never left. You can check your local neighborhood, local school, local church. Segregation is here in America, and it is never, ever, 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 ever going nowhere. Imagine if all black businesses just say, okay, shop black only, black people. That's a form of segregation. You might not like it, but it is a form of segregation. But now they trying to say that Trump is bringing it back. That's nonsense. NPR says here the Trump administration cut a clause from the federal contracting rules that have been on the books since the 1960s. Companies are no longer explicitly prohibited from having segregated facilities. So that means I can own a business right now, create a water fountain and say, this water fountain right here is for black folks only. That water fountain is for white folks only. That is not what it's saying. That's not what it's saying, because I'm reading the memo right here. The memo explicitly says contractors are still covered by existing United States laws on civil rights / non-discrimination. These laws apply whether or not the company is a government contractor. So that means that these companies cannot be racist. At the end of the day, no matter what policy Trump rolled back, you are still protected by state laws, and there are other laws like Title VII or the Civil Rights Act that Martin Luther King walked for. We done had this discussion already. You are protected. A lot of these laws are redundant, and as Trump rolls them back, the news is going to put it in that liberal propaganda machine and say some nonsense like, oh, he's bringing back segregation. No, he is not.
Did Donald Trump just sign an executive order to bring back segregation? Baby, let me tell y'all something. We are our ancestors' wildest dream, first of all. Second of all, it's not going to work because we ain't our ancestors. Thirdly, we got money. So, white people, y'all can let this man fool y'all if y'all want to. Understand, we ain't at war with each other. We at war with Donald Trump. Y'all can mess up and find out. I'm telling y'all can mess up and find out that our money is green. And if y'all play with us, we ain't spending our money with y'all. And your business will be affected. I don't care. Baby, we gonna hit y'all pockets. Do you hear me? Either we can stand together or we can be divided, segregated. And baby, it's not gonna be that nice. And furthermore, us black people, it's time for us to start sticking together. It's time for us to start spending our money with each other anyway.
Now, before civil rights came along, we were doing all right. We had our own money. We had our own businesses. We had our own men and women and families and schools and all that other stuff. Yeah, there was a little Jim Crow, and it's still a little Jim Crow. I don't know if you heard about those twins that were found unalive in Georgia. That's a whole different story. But back then, we had each other. Now, we struggle to have each other. But those same people, the black misleadership, gonna try to play this up. They trying to bring back segregation. I don't hate the idea of segregation. Why do we hate the idea of that? Do y'all already know that we are already segregated? You might say, how so? Well, the Asians, they got their own part of town where they got stores and their communities and this, that, and the other. The Indians, Hispanics, white people. Where's our segregated areas? Where's our all black stores and schools and hospitals and all that other stuff, banks? So we're already segregated, but we late to the party. We think, we ain't nobody unless we mingling with them. So what? If Trump does bring back segregated restaurants and bathrooms, they can't cook like us anyway. I'm just saying. So again, let's stop being emotional. Let's stop allowing them to pull on our emotions. So what if they bring back segregated bathrooms in the federal building? Do you really want to be up in their bathroom with them like that anyway? I'm just asking.
So there you have it. Would you rather be back in segregation, where we had our own, where we ran our own, where we had more pride in ourselves? You understand? MLK said he felt he led his people into a burning building. He realized it, just realized it too late. Should have been down with Malcolm X. Separate but equal. They say it's the youngsters that wanted to go sit at the lunch counter with the white folks. The older black people wanted no parts of it. What do you think? Put it in the comments. Do you think we should go back and be segregated again? Give us our reparations. We got to get on our feet. But yeah, give us our loot and let us go. They treat us like the family dog. They love us, but only for what we can do for them. Only to make them feel superior, you know? It's sad, but it is what it is. Thank you for listening to us. We've been gone a minute, but now we are back. Never average, never mediocre. Online, on point, and on the freaking money. In Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth, we're pushgapradios.com. Don't forget, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Remember this, the people who follow us aren't followers. Push Gap Radio, we out.